Pisces, beautiful Pisces, welcome to August. This is your August 2020 reading for Pisces moon, rising, sun, of course, maybe Venus, maybe just somebody who is interested in a Pisces. We're going to look into all aspects of life. Timing is going to be so important. That's the first thing that I want to give you. And time also in a very basic sense of time. What am I spending my time doing? And of course, if you don't have time, meditate. Meditate an hour if you don't have time, because you will gain time. And with the full moon there in your 12th house, that is going to really give you a lot of benefits if you do that. I'm also seeing you here. There's a kind of a warning in a sense to not rat yourself out. I don't know if that makes sense, but let me state it a bit differently. It's as if you found a soul group, you found something that you resonate with in your life, and there is a bit of a contraction within that I'm seeing. So there might be a need to listen to other voices. That's what I'm hearing. Listen to other voices as to not get illusions about your identity being the only right one, because all the stories are true in a way, and I feel that that is important for you here to listen to other stories as well. And I feel that that is naturally going to come to you here in this month of August, where it's going to be about your, well, at least third half of the month, it's going to be about your relationships, and there's going to be a lot of communication about what is important, what do I want in a significant other. I see you probably meeting someone, maybe you have already met the person, but like this is going to feel different, and it's going to be very different. We have the Hierophant here, which talks about tradition, marriage, commitment, setting things in stone, about the authority that comes with that as well. So what I'm saying here is that month of August for you is important in the sense of getting a good sense of who you are and a grounded sense of who you are. And you're going to have to be aware of who is within your circle and where that is not representative of the actual world out there, because we all, like, our circles of people we actually communicate with in the flesh are getting smaller. And I'm getting this message also, I don't know where you are in the world, and I wish you to be in a beautiful place. I'm back in Europe, and there is this kind of thing that came to me today of the government saying that we have to have a 5-person bubble. Who are these 5 people you would be spending time with? If that would be the situation now forever, imagine, who are these 5 people in your life that you actually see? And is there a lot of similarity within them? What binds you together? What binds you? Is there a common thread within that? And of course there will be. But sometimes that is it's a bit too narrow, because I'm seeing here with the reds like a narrowness and a search for similarity, for comfort for the personality. And we have a full moon in your 12th house, so that's going to show, that's going to bring a light to your subconscious. So maybe you're going to want to get into hypnosis, into quantum physics, into the deeper structures of your personality. Maybe study psychology, maybe get an astrology reading, something like that will be helpful for you, I feel, here in August, Pisces. And then also I would like to see you. There's something here, there's a drive, there's a passion about like money is going to be on the agenda for the next 6 months. Where do you spend your money? Where have you wrongly spent it in the past? Where did you spend it in a way that was not really thoughtful? There's a sense of responsibility here that goes with a conscious way of building an ego personality, because you need it. It serves you, but you cannot rest in it, because it's an evolving thing and it's always changing. So it's a good meditation exercise, like, who are these 5 people in my life that I would see if this would be a contract that I needed to sign. So that being said, inviting in opinions that are contradictory to your own and worldviews particularly, because I'm seeing this thing of of opposite worlds, because perhaps this person that is wanting to come into your atmosphere and that is going to give you the most growth in a relationship, in a committed relationship, a one-on-one thing, is going to be somebody who has a completely different way of functioning than you. And why would that not be okay, right? There's an amount of flexibility that is asked from you here. Also so your drive is going to be like in career. So I'm going to look into career, into that, like career, like things, gifts and talents you can make money with, but based on spiritual values, because there's going to be a need for us as we step into this new way of being, to be very correct, and to not like, we've been giving kind of a second chance here with this retrograde motion. It's as if the universe is saying, okay, like there's some stuff that you didn't implement with this COVID corona lesson, and you can, like, I give you a second chance, but this is an energy that still will be going, and there's like a long time of Mars spending in one sector, so our drive will be in one sector. For many of us in different ones, of course, but for a sustained amount of time, which really gives us that possibility of mastery. Mastery is what I'm hearing. That's very important for you as well, Pisces. So what is it that you're mastering in? Great. Continue to do that. See like how you can use that to bring yourself the prosperity and the well-being, and to really choose well like where you want to live and why you want to live there, and let it be rooted in future and not in like holding on to an old identity, if you get what I mean. And so that you'll have the possibility of mastering there, but that comes also with a space where we sometimes contract within one identity. So that would not be advised here, because you still want to be a citizen of the world. You don't want to lock yourself up in a thing. That's what I'm hearing. So interesting. You're going to have an experience in the beginning of the month. You're going to have an experience right in. It might be in nature, might be meditation, something like some kind of healing. I'm hearing health worker. You're going to go see someone. Might be a psychologist, but might be more alternative medicine as well. And something is going to be brought to you. Like something's going to be brought to light. Something that you didn't know was there. And in the beginning, you're going to feel a bit of resistance. You're going to feel like, oh, I actually do not want to address this now, yet another thing. But then you're going to feel that it's actually good for you. That it's aligning you with your star, with your wish, why you came here. And there is something that needs to go. In the way you do your work in your career, there is a situation that is coming to an end. A situation you have invested a lot in, but it has the clock has spun, like timing again, the time it's spent. Let's just say it like it is, karmically, it's done. It was there to serve you and to serve a purpose that maybe had nothing to do with the work you're actually supposed to do. Because that's a good question. Why are you doing the work that you do? How is it bringing light to the people? How is it making this world a more beautiful place? And that's going to be on your mind here in the beginning of August. Like, why am I doing this? Or you're invited to think about it and to root your work in a more in a sense of responsibility for the world, in a sense of love and compassion, I'm hearing. So you're gonna have to, there's a sacrifice that is going to be made here. There's a sacrifice, but a sacrifice doesn't really, there's a word sacred in it. So you're going towards something more sacred. That's why you have to let go of that situation in your job. If you are a person who employs people, it might be literally a colleague. If you are on multiple projects, it might be literally an entire project that needs to die. It's a part of you, and you might already have poured a lot of love in that, but it's not the pathway to go. You're on a more experimental road here. And there's a lot more variety of options coming to you, I'm seeing, and you're gonna have to make a decision. And when you're gonna make that decision, Pisces, this is gonna be so good for you, because that's really gonna establish your authority. When you're gonna make the decision, and you're not gonna make it in a loud way, it's not gonna be like trumpets and a whole ceremony about it, although you can do that within, you can do that on your own. And it might be an interesting idea to do that, to really sit with the moonlight and be very connected to who you truly are and what you're here to bring into the world. But when you're gonna make that decision and that cutting, and there's that cutting, that letting go of an old personality where you found comfort in like a circle, I'm seeing a circle. So there's a lot of breaking down in your community, like rearrangement that has been done in 2020. So I'm seeing that this is a good thing for you, and it might feel kind of icy in the beginning. It might feel like, oh, really? But you're gonna know that it's good for you. You're gonna feel it in your bones. You're gonna feel it in your bones. So what I would like now is to maybe have a bit more of clarity on how to stand in this like chapter that is clearly over. Like, it's spent, but it's for the good, because like when there is experiment, and I'm seeing like you experimenting and also like addressing the shadow side of life in a much more, and that's going to be more and more important for you in the upcoming 3 years, as these Saturn is going to go in Aquarius. You are going to have to deal with all kind of unresolved issues from your past, and not to scare you, but the whole world is going to come at you. I see you here being very glorious though in August. This is coming out, and I see you in the center. I see you shining. I see you connecting with the archetype of like a really feminine expression. And if you're a man watching this, like feminine in the sense of mysterious, in the sense of, yeah, the mysteries of life are going to be on the agenda here in August. That's what I'm hearing. And I'm thinking also that this situation that needs to die, that needs to go for you, is a part of that, for you to come into your authority, because this is a beautiful card. If you are somebody who works in the arts, or who works with music, this is you really being in your element, but also getting influence from all corners of the world, from all layers of consciousness, not just what we are used to. Yeah, in a sense, there is a sacrifice of what was too easy, where you find like an easy emo fix, an easy emotional fix, where you get instant gratification of what is the cards that you play. I'm hearing also seduction. So what are the cards that you play to bring the other in? And are you really needing those cards? Because I'm feeling this person that wants to come in like this. There's this soulmate energy in your 7th house, with the sun shining there, and there's going to be Mercury. So like your heart is there, and Mercury is like mind, so that kind of connection that you would have with your best friend, like talking in the cupboards kind of situation. So there's a letting go of mental structures I'm seeing here, and there is like a sacrifice of that instant gratification, those cards that you knew you could play and draw the person in. That is just no longer allowed, in a sense. And that's not a bad thing, because there is a big transition here. So we're still talking about work, but okay, it can resonate on different levels, I guess. But it's going to propel you a new layer of consciousness where you're gonna have a vision of where you want to go on the longer term, who you want to be in the world, and where you can be a more abundant expression of yourself, more giving, less strict, less like it's as if you there's a beautification of you, a beautification that really comes from the inside, a blooming of your soul, like as if there is a message that you receive from spirit that allows you to really have to see very clearly what structures of your personality you are repeating. Where is your today the same as yesterday in the thoughts that you think? And where is that not leading anywhere but to satisfaction and instant gratification? And by making that sacrifice, by letting go of that part of you, which might already be it might already have some life, be a specific project, be a specific person if you own a company. But by doing that, there is a transition to a more original you, a more like it's gonna be more authentically you, but also more special. You're gonna discover like a special gift that you have, or that you already had, and that you were hiding, that you were not really wanting to look at, that you were not really wanting to step into. And I don't know why you were not wanting that, but there was a reluctance there. But now you're gonna have, like you always have a choice, of course, there's free will, but you're gonna have an opportunity for immense growth here. I'm seeing immense growth when you do that. So it's a kind of tricky situation, but in a sense, I'm seeing abundance and great newness and expansion of the creator that you are with this. So I'm seeing beauty here, a decision, but resulting into beauty. I'd like to know about Pisces, how you will love here in the month of August. Don't know if it's summer for you, but it is summer in Europe. And we have this kind of cozy I'm seeing that you feel someone that you feel like a love story. You feel like a love story, and especially third half of August, I see you really connecting with someone. And as I said, like maybe outside of your circle, outside of, yeah, I'm feeling it's here. Interesting. So we have a Leo card here coming up. We have a new moon in Leo around the 18th of August. So I feel that is going to be important for you to set some new intentions, around healthy relationships. Like, what is a healthy relationship? What does that mean for you? And there is a lot of things that were very clever and that were a lot of insights that you had in the past on relationships, but that you cannot carry into the future. It needs to go. There's just like a big purge there and an end of a chapter on how you saw the couple that cannot, you need to reform this completely in your mind. That's what I'm getting with the Ten of Swords energy here, because the Ten of Swords, like, it's no joke. It's the end of a big mental cycle. It's a 10, so it's before the 11. It always ticks the karma box for me. But we have also the sunshine here in the present with the Prince of Wands. So this person is going to be a very heart-centered person. This is somebody, and with a Chariot next to it, this is somebody connected to the emotions. It's not going to be your person or the person that I see coming in here. It's going to be there suddenly and unexpected, and he or she is going to be ready to go, but ready to go in their way, which might be completely not your way, if you get what I'm saying, or not what you are used to better. So all these thoughts about that you've been carrying around since childhood on that has been your programming, because we're all programmed by what we see from our parents, or we think it's super great and we want that but don't realize, or we are kind of like, no, never this, and it's so deeply ingrained within us that we don't even realize that we attract karmic relationships that are just there to show us that. But coming into August, I see you being very enlightened about where have you been carrying the same ideas and opinions around for years and years and years and years, and where can you become more heart-centered, more childlike. Where's your play? You're gonna play. This is gonna be a playful person. There's something youthful about him or her, something that is like, also I'm seeing somebody with really good hair, something majestic about the person, can be in the eyes as well, in the lips, it's going to be about the posture, but it's solar energy, it's good news. The person is good news. And this person is not scared of expressing emotions. And you're going to find great beauty in that, Pisces. This is also somebody who wants to move forward in life, who instead of like mentalizing, really wants to do life. It's important for this person to be in the battlefield that is life, whether it's good or bad. That's just popular or unpopular emotions, because it's all about emotions, energy in motion. But he's gonna make your energy, or she's gonna make your energy moving. I see you moving here, moving, and I also see the person coming towards you. Can I have some more clarity? So for the Pisces, who, if you don't know who I'm talking about, and you will be manifesting this person, I will also add a link to a meditation that I have designed for busy minds. So if you would be interested in that, it's a love meditation that will connect you energetically and etherically to this person. So let me see. I would like to have some more clarity about, let me use this, let me get it to you really straightforward in very archetypal energies, Pisces. Okay. Okay. Yes. So you, again, I'm feeling that work is good and you're going to be in your element and things are happening for you and you're loving it. And you're loving it, and this person is going to be a discovery for you. It's like a sudden discovery. It's somebody who wants to tread to the world with a light heart. It's an open-hearted person, and who, again, he or she wants to do life. That's what I'm seeing, like an adventurer energy. And it's pure magic, this encounter. You're gonna meet when you're feeling in a very creative mode, and when you have let go of something, like, because it's in the energy of you redesigning your material circumstances. So the real estate is really going to be important to you the next 6 months. Maybe you're going to move, maybe you are going to go live in an eco-village, maybe you're going to just wanting to have a smaller home, a bigger home, more sustainable home. You're going to be very driven in aligning what your daily, like what your house looks like basically, or where you live looks like, in compared to the person you want to be, if that makes sense. So you might, I'm not saying this is going to be a real estate agent, but you might meet this person when you make some decisions about moving, when you move into a new place. This might be somebody who lives in your new neighborhood, or who is connected to you when you make this fresh start, when you do this sacrifice we talked about in your career or in your work environment. But creation is high, Pisces. I see you super creative here. Yeah, and then it's going to be for you to make like to make a decision. Like, who are you going to be with this person? Because you know, a relationship, it's between two people, and nobody can really know what's going on. You know, it's happening under the moonlight, and you want to be truly who you are when no one is watching with this person. And you're gonna be invited to, like, this is somebody you're gonna be very excited to be spending nights with this person, to be in nature with this person, but to like look at the night sky, have no activity, but to actually admire nature and to be contemplating the beauty of your encounter. I want to say, to end on an utterly romantic note, Pisces. I hope this reading was helpful for you. Please click like, subscribe. That really helps me a lot. Thank you for watching, and thank you for contributing, for bringing your energy through this screen towards me. I really appreciate it. I wish you a wonderful August, and see you next month. Namaste.